Everyone, right now you can see the most beautiful view just behind me is the King's Palace. So Nepal. Let me tell you something very exciting thing about Nepal. So Nepal was a king seat country until 15 years ago. Around like a 15 or 20. I just exactly can't remember the number, but and now Nepal is a democratic country. It's a democracy. Nepal we had a king. For years and years, like a 200 years, and the very latest king, whoever lived on this building at this building is Gyanendra, King Gyanendra. He's still here, but like he resigned from the king, and he now lives actually somewhere nearby here. And now the palace, and for a long time, from a long, like from the beginning, I think the king and the family they used to live here. This is a special palace for the king, and this is the special history for the country as well. But now the palace actually is turned into the museum, so it's a government property right now. And anyone who wants to visit, either a foreigner or Nepali citizens, um, depending on the ages. If they're super old, then they don't have to pay the tickets. If they are super too young and child, they don't have to. But the people's they're gonna have to pay the tickets to visit, and it's a beautiful place. If you ever come to Nepal, or anyone wants from Nepal, and you're a Nepali people. So, and I highly recommend you to visit this palace, because this is uh, like it's an entrance. Entrance is a public is welcome, and I've actually been to that place a few months ago, and I learned a lot of stuff about the history. This was an amazing history. You could come and learn. You could see the king's bedroom, king's kitchens, and king's all those crowns and queen's crowns, and all the perfumes the queens used to, like just like have for herself, and also all those the TV and all those um, the meeting hall where the king used to call the ministers and everything. So this was a beautiful, wonderful experience, and I highly recommend you to visit. Um, like whenever, and if you ever come to Nepal, this is a highly recommend. This is a very close. This is in the center of Kathmandu, and this road is called Darbar Marg. I mean, it's a beautiful city, beautiful high road, and this one's a beautiful palace. Welcome to Nepal.